Hi guys, welcome. I am back after like what, a 4-day break, 3-day break, something like that. It's really nice to be back teaching an advanced science class. Exciting. I can see that a couple of students have made reservations for this class. That is awesome. If you made a reservation for this class, then you should join right now. Otherwise, you will lose your reservation. So reservations allow you to join for the first 2 minutes of class. So we have in the Hangout with us, we have Hamid. Hamid.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you? Where? It seems like it's really late where you are.
But I am instant for you and for this lesson.
So I know you waited up for me in this class. I know. This class was recommended to me by Hamid, everyone. So Hamid, thank you so much for being here. And I can see a couple of students who are in the chat box who are waiting to join. So we have Minnie, Ferb, Felix, we have Ahmad. Hi, Ahmad. We have a couple of new students as well. Oh, Abdullah. Hi, Abdullah.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine too. And this is broadcasting from Canada.
Yeah, welcome home.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So let me see. So your spot should be opening up for everyone very, very soon. So let's see. I can see a couple of new faces. So we have Rudy. Ready?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Are you new here?
Yeah, yes. It's my second class.
It's your second class. That's awesome. Welcome. So nice to have you join us. And we also have Osama.
Yeah.
Hi, Osama.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine.
That's awesome. Are you new as well?
Yeah, I'm new. This is the first time.
Oh my God, really? Wow, so many new students. That's great. So once class is full, once everybody joins, then we'll get you guys to introduce yourselves, tell us where you're from, and it'll be a fun class getting to know so many new students. Nene, you're a ghost. Nene, you're so spooky. All right. Hi, guys. Nice to see you all in class. I'm your teacher. My name is Hina. I'm just going to say that this class is an advanced class, okay? It's meant for students who are comfortable with advanced material, especially if you're comfortable with like scientific material, because in today's class we're going to be reading and discussing some common scientific questions, all right? So if you guys don't already have this, I'm posting the link to the document that we're using in the chat. Simon, hi Simon. I can see so many familiar students and familiar faces in the chat. Really nice to have you guys join us. Okay, so welcome everyone. Like I said, this is meant to be an advanced class. If you're comfortable with the material, you can have a quick scan through of the document that I have linked you guys. If you feel that like, oh my God, this is way too hard for me, I do not want to like read it, then this class is probably going to be a little hard. If not, then you're more than welcome to stay and learn with us. So we're going to be reading some common scientific questions that a lot of people have and their explanations. All right? So this is a reading class, but you guys are more than welcome to ask questions, to speak, to share your opinion, and that's what we're going to end up doing. All right? This class, it's so much for me, I think. This class might be a little too difficult for the more beginner, definitely for beginner, but even if you're like a low intermediate, this might be a difficult class. So I'm just warning all you guys, all right? So let's see. So let's begin. Welcome, everyone. My name is Hina. I am your teacher. I am from Canada. This class, I scheduled it because it was recommended to me by a student. My background is in microbiology, so I studied microbiology in university, right? So let's go around. Let's have everybody introduce themselves. Let's say their name. Let's say your name. Say where you're from, and say what you studied, or what field you work in. Okay? So let's start all the way on the left with Abdullah.
Well, hi everyone. My name is Abdullah. I'm from Germany. Well, I studied interpreting and translating, but I couldn't finish it because of financial problems.
I know those
Yeah.
are always
Yeah.
sucky. They're
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah.
So mhm.
I had to drop it out, and I will do it later, maybe in a couple of years now. I
Yeah,
have to earn money for my study.
I know what you mean. So what are you working as now, Abdullah?
Uh, Actually, I'm on the dole at the moment.
You're on the sorry?
On the dole, I'm unemployed.
You're
Yeah.
unemployed? Did you recently quit your job, or what happened?
No, I dropped out 2 months ago.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay. So it's very, very recent.
yeah,
Okay.
with the
All
recent,
right.
yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. Don't worry. We've all been there. I was a student for 5 years, so I know what it's like. Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much, Abdullah, for sharing
You're
that with
welcome.
us. Next we have Fernanda. Hi, Fernanda. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi.
Sorry, my microphone was off.
That's okay.
My name is Fernanda. I'm from Mexico City, and I study history at the university.
That's your first time here?
Yes, it's my first time in your class.
Oh, welcome. It's so nice to have you join us. Alrighty.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I can see no science people so far, but that's okay because next up we have Hamid. Oh,
Yes, can you hear me?
yeah.
I am
Yeah.
Hamid from Turkey,
Mhm.
and I am in-house chemist, but at the moment I am in international congress.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Hina.
Hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't know. Somebody muted me. Yeah. Sorry about yeah. So Hamid is our in-house chemist. So welcome, Hamid. Thank you so much for that. Next, let's get Larissa.
Hello, Hina.
Hi, Larissa. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. So I'm from Brazil, guys, and I study English language. I'll be able to be a translator, Portuguese into English and vice versa.
That's
And yeah,
awesome. Yeah.
yeah.
Alrighty, that's great. Thank you so much, Larissa. So I'm guessing that's why you're working on improving your English. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Next, so we have two translators. We have Larissa and Abdullah who have their background in translating. That's great. Next, we have Laura.
Hello.
Hi, Laura.
Hello. I'm Laura from Argentina.
Mhm,
I am finished of studying English to be a teacher.
mhm. Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. So,
Yeah.
so you teach English then?
I'm teaching in a primary school,
Uh-huh.
so it's small
Oh, okay.
student. But
That-
I am ending to study to teach advanced.
Oh, okay. So you want to work up to a level where you can teach advanced English. That's awesome. Thanks so much for that, Laura, and welcome to my class. I don't think you've been in my class before.
No, the first time.
That's awesome. Next, we have Mine. Hi, Mine.
Hello, welcome to your
My
child
home.
country.
Thank you. I'm closer to Mine now. Mine is in Vermont, right, Mine?
Yeah,
Yeah. So Vermont is literally like a drive from Toronto. So that's awesome.
Yeah. How is weather over there?
Cold. Oh my God. It's not like San Francisco. It's cold. Ugh. Don't remind me. Go ahead, Minnie.
And Hina, did you play snowball?
Oh, there's no snow, but it's really windy and it's really cold. But guys, we're not talking about the weather and how I left behind San Francisco in the sun to come to Canada. Okay. So go ahead, Minute. Tell us about yourself.
I am biologist and I have a master's degree in biology and biology. If I can pass the several exams, I would apply the reproductive science graduate.
Reproductive science. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, that's awesome. Thanks so much, Minute. And yeah, Minute is our in-house biologist. We have our in-house chemist and our in-house biologist. Both of them are here. That's great. Thanks, guys. Next we have Salma.
Hello, teacher.
Hi.
My name is Salma, and I am from Algeria.
Mhm.
Right now, I'm studying English for specific purposes,
Mhm.
but for the future, I didn't make up my mind until now. So I'm still thinking about my future job.
Oh, that's, you know what? You can think about your future job for your whole life. It's not something that is like, I know what I want to do. It's usually very hard. So good luck. Thanks for that, Selma. And you're new here as well, right? In my class, at least.
Yes. It's
Okay.
the first time for me. Yeah.
Perfect. Nice to have you join us. Thanks for introducing yourself. Next we have Usama.
Yeah, hi everybody. My name is Osama and I'm from Jordan. I'm a software engineering and I'm a senior student.
A senior student. Okay, so you've almost
And this is my first
graduated.
time.
It's your
Yeah,
first time, yeah.
Yeah,
All
this is
right.
my first.
Perfect. Thank you, Usama. And lastly, we have Sinyo. Is that how you say your name? Sinyo?
Hello,
Okay.
teacher.
Hi.
Your pronunciation is right. I'm
Sinyo?
from China.
Okay.
I'm from China.
You're from okay, so go ahead.
I am an history teacher in the high school.
You're a history teacher. That's awesome. So we have a couple of teachers in class with us. That's great. You're all in the same category as me.
I am the first in your class.
It's your first time in my class. That's great. It's great to have you join us, Sinyu.
I like your class.
You like my class?
You're
That's
very
great.
beautiful. You're very beautiful.
That's great. Thank you so much. So welcome everyone. For all those who are new on Verbling or in my class, I'm going to do a very special dance for you. Okay? Are you guys watching? Is everybody watching? Sama, are you watching? Okay, you guys can watch. I'm gonna break dance for you. That's my break dance for you guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That was my welcome for all you guys who are new, who decided to join my class. I'm really happy that you all are here. Okay, so let us begin. So I've already mentioned that this class is meant for more advanced, not more, but upper intermediate and advanced students, because we're going to be reading some stuff about science, in science. So it's best if you're at least an intermediate level to be in this class. All right? So are we ready to begin? Are we ready to answer the questions of life and science and chemistry and all that is beautiful? Yes?
Yes.
All right, awesome. So what I'm going to do is, do you guys all have the link?
Yep.
Yep. So Hamid, you are going to be posting the link in case somebody asks for it. All right? Hamid, our in-house chemist. There we go. He's posted it.
Posted.
Perfect. Thank you, Hamid. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sharing my screen like you guys see. So you won't be seeing me. You'll be seeing the screen that has the document on it. Don't worry about reading off of my screen. You guys can just read off the Google document yourself. I'm sharing my screen so everybody can see where we are and what we're doing and all that good stuff, okay? So what we're going to do is we are going to be reading through. As you can see, there are 4 questions and there are explanations at the bottom of them. So our first question is, what does biology have to do with chemistry? Then our next one is, what does physiology have to do with chemistry? So we have 4 of these questions and their explanations. What we'll do is everybody will be reading. So we'll work on pronunciation, we'll work on reading, and as well as vocabulary. So you'll see that I've underlined some words. We're going to be discussing what those words mean. And if you have any questions, like if there are any words that I have not underlined or that we do not discuss, then you're more than welcome to stop me and ask me and be like, I didn't get that word. Can you explain that to me? All right? So don't be shy. It's going to be a fun class. We're all here to learn. And yeah, this class is going to be a little science heavy, but I hope everybody's okay with that. All right? So let us begin. I'm just writing down everyone's name so I can make sure everybody reads. Oh, we have a free spot. Eric. Eric joined us. That's great. Okay. All right. So let us begin. Hamid, can I get you to do the honors and read our first question and the first 2 paragraphs for it, please?
Okay. What does biology have to do with chemistry? Biological organisms are made of chemicals. Some branches study how the chemicals in organisms do their job. The scientists who study the molecules of life are called biochemists. There are many biologists who study aspects of living things that are not directly related to the molecules that make up the animal or plant. But since animals and plants are made up of molecules, even people who study animal behavior or classify plants will eventually find some chemistry is useful.
Perfect. Thank you, Hamid. So Hamid, being a chemist, do you like biology?
So.
Okay. Yeah, most biologists don't really like chemistry, and the opposite is true as well. Most chemists don't really like biology, but in order to work in either of those fields, you kind of need to know a little bit about each, all right? So biological organisms are made of chemicals. What are biological organisms, guys? Give me some examples.
Bacteria.
Sorry?
Animals.
Yeah. What else? Plants. Yeah. What else?
Microbes.
Microbes. It's pronounced microbes. Yeah. Sorry, Mine, did you say something?
Bacteria.
Bacteria. Yeah. So what are microbes and bacteria? They are microbes. I'm writing that in the verb link chat. So microbes and bacteria are basically very small organisms like germs. So what you cannot see with your eye, microbes and bacteria, they're basically those things. So even though you cannot see them, they're still biological organisms. Anything that is living is a biological organism. So plants, humans, animals, bacteria, insects, all those are biological organisms. Okay. Some branches of biology. What are branches of biology?
Like
zoology,
discipline, and
different areas.
Different areas, yes, that's the best way to describe it. So different areas of a specific field. So some branches of biology study how the chemicals in organisms do their jobs. So Mine already mentioned a branch was zoology. What does zoology study? Zoology. What do we study in zoology?
Animal science.
Animals. Exactly. What's the study of plants?
Botany.
Not botanic, botany. Okay? Botany. All right,
okay,
yes.
botany.
So botany is the study of plants, zoology is the study of animals, microbiology is the study of microbes and bacteria. Okay? So these are branches, different areas or different fields of biology. All right? So the scientists who study the molecules, who can describe what a molecule is? Who can describe
a small part in a body?
Yeah, exactly. And what's the smallest part of a body?
The cell.
The cell. Yes, exactly. The cell. Not cells that you like put like batteries, like the smallest part of the body. Okay?
Yes.
So yeah, perfect. So molecules are basically made up of more than one cell. Okay?
Yeah.
So the scientists who study these molecules are called biochemists. Mine, are you a biochemist or are you just a biologist?
Actually, I graduated for genetics.
Genetics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The common brand I call biologist.
Oh, okay. So you're actually a geneticist.
Yes. But
All right.
after I got my master degree, cell biology.
You got your master's degree in cell biology. Oh, okay. All right. So that's awesome. So Minnie is actually a geneticist. So she studies genetics. She studies like what makes human beings and animals the way they are. So the DNA. All right. So I'm writing all that in the verb link.
Sir, teacher.
Yes.
I
Hi.
have a question.
Yeah,
I
go
have a
ahead.
question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know this word. Can you type the genetist?
Genetics. Oh, okay. Genetics. Hold on. Let me type it for you.
Genetics.
Yeah, genetics. Yeah. Are you guys getting messages from me? I feel like you're not.
No, we
Hold on.
got
Yeah?
message.
I typed in genetics. Did you guys see it?
Yes.
'Cause I can't see Warbling chat. Why, Warbling, do you have to be this way? Why? Okay. All right.
Today is DNA Day. Do you know
Today
that?
is it? Is it
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
I thought today was like Earth Day or something.
No,
What
Earth Day is 2 days ago also.
Yes,
So
2 days ago was.
what is DNA Day, Minute? Tell us.
I just saw some news about the DNA, and today is DNA Day. To be honest, I didn't know that. This is very recent, the celebration, and other days, I think.
I didn't know that either. I didn't know that there was such a thing as like DNA Day. Like I was like, wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, so let us go on.
Hina?
Yeah,
Hello.
Oh, okay. There are some connection problems.
Yes. I can see her.
I know it's frozen. Yeah.
Yes, frozen.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe
Okay.
she
Yeah, she was
she refreshes her page. Maybe.
yeah, she got kicked out from the hangout.
Hi, teacher is frozen. I can be your teacher. Please introduce yourself to us. I can teach you English.
Wait a
Let's
second.
do on the second paragraph. Which one want to read? Hello, teacher. But I can't hear you.
We cannot hear you.
sorry, I was muted.
can't-
Sorry, I don't know. I got booted out of the hangout. I apologize. I don't know what happened. I apologize for that, guys. I've changed my browsers. Hopefully, it'll be better. Okay. Yeah.
Where's the
So,
browser?
sorry.
Where's your browser?
I was in Firefox, and now I've switched to Chrome, so hopefully it'll be better. I don't know what was going on. I apologize for that, guys. Okay, so sorry, Minna, you were telling us about DNA Day, right? I had no idea it was DNA Day either, so thanks for sharing that with us. Okay, so let us go on. Let me share my screen again with you guys so everybody can see where we are. Okay. So there are many biologists who study aspects of living things. What are aspects of living things? So this word right here, aspects. What's
Like
another
phenomena
word?
or
Like, sorry, Ahmad?
like phenomena or
What
Or,
about features? You guys know what features are? You guys know
Yeah,
what
like the appearance.
Yeah, exactly. So when you say that you study an aspect of something, you study one particular thing about it. Okay? So there are many biologists who study aspects of living things. So what can be one aspect of a living thing that you could study? Give me an example.
for example, West people are curious about the deathless.
About what?
Uh, death. About they want to don't die, and
They don't want to
they
die.
want.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Death. Yeah. All right. So an aspect of a living thing could be a characteristic. That's a good word. Or a side. So if I want to study how do living things breathe, like how do we breathe, like how do you breathe? That is an aspect of a living thing. How do we see with our eyes? How do we hear with our ears? Okay? How do we grow? These are all different aspects, different features, characteristics, different things or parts you could study. All right? So when you study a living thing, you don't study it entirely, right? You study different parts, different features of it. So different aspects, that's another way of saying that you study a particular thing. So many biologists who study aspects of living things are not directly related to the molecules that make up the plant or animal. So not all biologists only study molecules, okay? But since animals and plants are made of molecules, even people who study animal behavior or classify plants. What is that, to classify?
To sort intel.
Divided.
To what? To sort. Somebody already said this, to sort.
Yeah, to sort.
To sort. That's the perfect word. All right. To sort. So for example, there are literally thousands of different kinds of plants, right? And we all have a name for them. Like we have spruce trees, we have like flowers, we have pine trees, we have palm trees. These are all different kinds of trees. So the scientists who study trees and plants and classify them, meaning they say this plant falls in this category. Okay? So that is called classification. What else do we classify? What else do we
Chemistry,
classify?
for example.
Yeah? What are some classifications in chemistry? Hamid, can you tell us?
Physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry, drug chemistry,
Yeah.
environmental chemistry.
Yeah, so these are all different branches of chemistry and they all study different aspects of chemistry, okay? So for example, you can classify dogs, all right? Who can tell me some different kinds of dogs?
Chihuahua.
Chihuahuas, like the really tiny one, okay? What else?
Yeah.
A chihuahua is a dog. What else is a dog?
The Maltese.
German Shepherd.
German Shepherd, yeah. A husky. A husky is a kind of dog. What else?
A Rottweiler.
Rottweiler, okay? So these are dogs that have been classified, all right? So they're not just dogs. They all have a different species and a different name. So they have been classified according to their breed, basically, all right? English Bulldog. Sorry?
Can I give you an example for software engineering
classification? Software engineering classification. Go ahead. Yes.
Like if you want to classify that software engineering, so there's a web developer and system analysis and what else we got? You know, that kind of
yeah. Exactly. So your job falls into a different classification. All right. Perfect. So and that's basically what the sentence is saying, that biologists, they classify plants and they study animal behavior. So who would classify plants? What would be their profession? What kind of scientist would they be? Botanist. Okay. We already covered that a scientist who studies plants, the study of plants is called botany. Okay. If you study plants, then you are a botanist. Okay, perfect. All right, let's go on to our next two paragraphs. So let's get Minnie. Can I get you to read the next two paragraphs, please? Suppose you were studying.
Suppose you were studying to behavior or butterflies, you might want to know how they find their food or how they find their mates. Both of these behaviors involve sensing molecules in the air using their antennae. That is
Antennae. Antennae.
antennae.
Mhm.
That is chemistry. Or maybe you want to study human nutrition. To understand why some foods are essential, you might want to learn about the vitamins, minerals, proteins, fats, carbohydrates, or other chemicals.
Carbohydrates. Carbohydrate.
Carbohydrates or other chemicals that make up our food.
Perfect. Thank you, Minnie. Okay, so again, if you're studying behavior of butterflies, which who wouldn't want to study? Butterflies are beautiful. You might want to know how they find their food or their mates. What is a mate? A mate.
Like a body. A body?
Like a
Yeah,
buddy?
part of the family.
A partner. No.
Yeah.
Partner.
Yeah, a partner. A mate is someone who you particularly find in order to reproduce with. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so yeah, a partner can be anyone, like your friend can be your partner, but your mate is somebody that you find so you can couple and you can reproduce, so you can give rise to babies or your own species. Okay, so butterflies, they look for a mate so that they can so a mate, this is a noun, right? So
Yes.
you are somebody's mate. But to mate is also a verb. Okay? Sorry. This is when you physically, when you are reproducing. So for animals, when you are mating. That for a human equivalent would be when you are having sex. All right? So this is for animals, it's not the same thing. We say mate. So exactly, soulmate. Your soulmate is someone you find to, spend the rest of your life with. So a mate is the person that you mate with. So this word is a little tricky because it can be used as a noun as well as a verb. Okay? In Britain, when you, like in America, we say pal, right? Oh, you're my pal, you're my buddy, right? Like you're my friend. In Britain, you say mate, like, hey mate, what's up? All right? So for them, mate means friend. Okay? And this word is mostly used in biology. If you use the word mate, it's a very biological word to use. Okay? Do you guys understand how it's a verb as well as a noun? Yeah? Okay, I don't want you guys to get confused because this word, it's used in both situations. Okay? So butterflies, they find their mates. And they do that by using their antennae. Okay, is antennae plural or singular?
Sounds like plural.
It's a plural, yeah. So antenna,
yeah,
exactly. An antenna here. This is your antenna. Okay, one antenna is an antenna. More than one is an antennae. We don't say antennas. Okay, so you guys have to make sure the plural of antenna is not antennas. It's antennae.
It probably comes from the French.
No, it actually comes from Latin. Latin. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
because science, the root of science is in Latin. So in Latin, this is how you make words plural, not by adding an S. That's an English thing. In English, you make plural by adding an S, but in Latin you make plural by adding an E. So that's how you know. Okay. Someone saying anything? Okay. Antenna. I can hear somebody is like hearing it on pronounce.com or something. Okay? Yeah, antenna and antennae. Okay. Any questions so far, guys? Am I moving at an okay pace? Is anybody confused? No? No? Everyone okay? Okay.
Oh, sir, I have a teacher. I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead. What's up?
I hear you say antenna. How to pronounce this word?
Antenna.
Antenna.
Antenna is singular, and antennae is plural. Antennae.
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 Antennae. Oh,
Yes.
it's difficult.
Perfect. Yeah, it is difficult. Yeah. So the AE, don't pronounce the E. Like, don't say antennae. It's antennae. All right? Yeah, it is. It is a little difficult to pronounce. That's why I was like, it's going to be a little science heavy. So, okay. Perfect. You guys can ask me questions like that. Like, if you have questions about pronunciation or whatever, feel free to ask me. Okay? Or maybe you want to study human nutrition. What is nutrition?
Vitamin, mineral,
Sorry?
and food.
Food. Basically food. Exactly. Nutrition is what you take into your body to give you energy. So that's nutrition. That's basically food. Okay? So
The balanced food.
Sorry? Balanced diet. A balanced diet. Yes.
Oh,
Balanced food.
okay.
A balanced diet is good nutrition. So good nutrition would be eating good foods, giving your body healthy stuff. Okay? To understand why some foods are essential, this word is pronounced essential. What do you guys think essential is?
Important, fundamental.
Important.
And is a must. Okay? Something that is essential is necessary. Exactly. That's a good word, Juan, is necessary. So to understand why some foods are essential, necessary, fundamental, yeah, all these words mean essential. Something that you have to have. You cannot skip it. Okay? So if you want to understand why foods are important, you need to learn about vitamins, minerals, proteins, fats, carbohydrates, and other chemicals that make up our food. Okay? Vital and crucial. Exactly. Vital and crucial are other words. They are synonyms for essential. Essential means something that is a must. You cannot not have it. You have to have it. All right? Okay. So thanks, guys. So we had Mine and Hamid who just read. Let us get Paulo. Paulo, I didn't say hi to you. So hi, Paulo.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Okay, I'm doing great.
Perfect. So Paulo, you have the document with you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got
Can
it.
I get perfect? Can I get you to read the last two paragraphs?
Okay. Charles Darwin studied biology and came up with the theory of evolution, but it was theory
of evolution.
of evolution. Okay, thank you. But it was chemists who figured out how
Chemist, like a K.
Chemists
Yes.
who figured out how evolution works. Many years after Darwin was no longer around, doctors used it to give their patients mixtures of plant material or other things in attempts to cure or alleviate symptoms of disease. But it was chemists. How do you say that again?
Chemists.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
Chemists who discovered how drugs work and how to find, extract, or make new ones. As we learn more and more about life and about chemistry.
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 Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Chemistry, the science of biology and chemistry have more and more to do with each other.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that.
Okay.
Who has heard of Charles Darwin? Charles Darwin. Who's heard of him?
Was a scientist of the 19th century who discovered the natural selection.
Yes, exactly. So, yeah. So
yeah,
he was
something against religions and.
His theories
He was theologue. He was theologue.
He was what?
Theologue.
I don't know what you're saying,
I will
Hamid.
write.
You want to type it in the book? Okay. So yeah, Charles Darwin was very important for evolution and theologist. Okay. Theologist is different. A theologist is somebody who studies religion. Okay? Theology is different from theory. Okay? A theory, what's a theory, guys? Tell me what a theory is.
It's a thesis about something. You propose an idea about something, and you have
something.
Well, I do not know this. They are made
No.
in this case.
Yeah. So basically, a theory is something that you propose, that you say can be true.
Yes.
So, for example, the theory of evolution, saying that I say that this is how evolution took place. Okay, so before we could prove it, gravity was a theory, right? Everybody knows what gravity is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So when like 1,000 years ago someone said there's gravity, we were like, oh, that could be real and it could be false, right?
Yes.
So when it was proven that gravity exists, is it still a theory? It's not a theory. What does it become? If
A law.
A law. In science, something that is not proven is a theory. Once you prove it, like this is the way it becomes a law. Okay? This is scientific terminology. All right? All right.
And how about hypothesis?
Hypothesis. Okay.
Yeah.
What is a hypothesis?
It's the way to prove it, your theory. I mean, it's what if use what if I don't know, the natural selection is the way you prove is real, right?
Yeah, and Mine, what were you saying?
Hypothesis is before the theory. You have a proposal, like an initial idea, then you can prove your hypothesis. If it's true, then theory, and then if it's really fact, then law.
Exactly. So a hypothesis is what you guess is true. Okay? It's like, okay, I think this is what will happen. This is what's going to happen. Now I'm going to try and prove if that's true. Okay? If your hypothesis is true, then you can go on and make a theory that I did an experiment, and when I started my experiment, I thought that this is what would happen. And when I did the experiment, that is what happened. So my hypothesis is true. Now I'm going to make sure that this can be a theory. So a theory is generally accepted. Okay? A hypothesis is not generally accepted. Like, for example, the theory of evolution is generally accepted. All right? That, yeah, it is a theory. But a hypothesis can be like on an individual basis. Like, I think that if I make this experiment, this is what will happen. I don't know if it's true or not. It's my hypothesis. It's my guess. Okay? So hypothesis is below a theory. And do you understand, Ahmad?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Perfect. Yeah. So it's proposition, hypothesis, theory. Once you prove your theory, then it becomes a law. That's basically, yeah, that's exactly right. Okay? So Charles Darwin, let's see. So Charles Darwin, he studied biology and came up with the theory of evolution, but it was chemists who figured out how evolution worked, all right? So after Charles Darwin died, it was chemists who proved that evolution was real and how it took place, okay? So doctors used to give their patients mixtures of plant material or other things in attempts. What is an attempt?
A try.
To try, basically. To try, yes. So doctors, they would try to cure or alleviate. What does alleviate mean?
Reduce.
What's another word?
To reduce the symptoms or
reduce
pain?
or reduce or relieve. All right. So, for example, if you're really sick and you have a headache, right, and you take a medicine to get rid of your headache, have you cured your headache or have you alleviated your headache?
Alleviate.
Alleviate. Okay. So cure is for like the cure for cancer. You know, like when you want to get rid of something completely, that is a cure. Alleviate is like, oh, I'm so sick. I'm going to be sick for 3 more days, but I have to get rid of my headache right now. So you eat a pill and like within 20 minutes, your headache goes away. All right. You haven't cured your sickness. You haven't fixed yourself. You have just made your headache go away. All right. And this is, your headache is a symptom. Okay. When you are sick, a symptom is what your body goes through to show you that you are sick. What are some other symptoms of sickness? What else happens when you get sick aside from a headache?
Temperature.
Temperature goes up. Yeah, your temperature
pain.
goes up. What else? Pain.
Pain.
Yeah, pain.
Heart rate raises up.
Blood pressure. That's blood pressure. Okay, when your heart rate goes up or down, that's your blood pressure changing. So these are all symptoms. when you have this, it doesn't mean that you have a sickness. It's not a sickness on itself. Like a headache is not a sickness. It's not a disease. But when you have a disease, the symptoms of those disease can be that you are very weak, you have a headache, you cannot see, and sometimes you cannot get rid of your sickness. So you just alleviate the symptoms, you just make the symptoms go away. And usually you do that by taking medication. Okay? All right? You guys get the difference between cure and alleviate?
Yeah.
Yeah? Perfect.
Yes, and Hina, can we say cure is completely and elevate is temporarily.
Perfect. Yeah, exactly. Cure is like, that's it. I no longer have this condition. All right? Alleviate is when you alleviate something, you don't alleviate a sickness. Okay? You can only alleviate a symptom. Okay? Like a symptom like your temperature, like your headache, like if you have like pimples break out. These are all symptoms. You only alleviate a symptom. You cannot alleviate a sickness. A sickness needs to be cured. All right? Okay, perfect. So let us go back and see. Okay, so, but it was chemists. So this paragraph is saying that doctors, they would try to give their patients whatever they could to cure them, to help them. But it was actually chemists who discovered drugs, okay? Now drugs is a general term for everything that is made chemically, okay? Now, I don't know what it's like in other countries, but I know that sometimes when you say drug, you use it for like drug abusers, right? Like people who like take illegal drugs like heroin or cocaine, okay? Those are also drugs. But in North America, we call medicines drugs as well, okay? Like drugstore, exactly. Now, when we go to a drugstore, what's another name for a drugstore?
Pharmacy.
Pharmacy. Exactly. So in North America, drugs can mean both things. Drugs, general term, which includes medicines, all the things that you get at a pharmacy or a drugstore, and it also means the illegal drugs that people take recreationally. Okay. And depending on the context, you'll know which ones you're talking about. Like when you read a paragraph, or if you're talking to someone in English, if someone is talking about like heroin or ecstasy or like marijuana, those are like the illegal drugs. If someone's talking about like aspirin or Tylenol or, oh, I took some drugs to alleviate my headache, okay? They did not take illegal drugs. They took a medicine, okay? So drugs can mean both things. Is it the same in other countries too?
No.
Why don't you get, no?
No.
Who said no?
For me.
Fernanda, yeah. So what is it like in your country?
Drugs here in Mexico is like you say illegal drugs is called drogas. And for drugs we call medicamentos, medicine.
Medicine, yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. So over here, drugs falls under, it's a general term. So, and you'll have to kind of make sure you read the sentence if you're reading something in English to understand the context, because the words are written exactly the same way. And if you think about it, medicines are a kind of drug, right? Like they're made of chemicals, you know, they're made of chemicals that you put into your body. The only difference is that medicines are legal drugs, but the other ones are illegal drugs. So it's just a matter of perspective. Okay? So it was actually chemists, people who are in chemistry, who discovered drugs and how they work. So it was chemists who discovered how drugs work and how to find, extract, or make new ones. What is extraction? Extraction.
I think that. Okay.
To unpack.
I think that.
Sorry, wait a minute. Usama, what did you say?
Yeah, I think that extract mean when you take a perfume from flowers. Okay, so yeah, I can call it extract, right?
Extraction, yeah, exactly.
Right.
To take out, perfect. So Osama's example was a very good one. So for example, we extract scent from perfume. Scents. A scent is a good smell. Okay, when you smell something that is nice, you call it a scent. What do you call something that smells bad? What is that called?
Odor.
Odor. Perfect. Okay. So a smell again is a general term. A smell can be good and a smell can be bad, right? A bad smell is an odor. For example, the smell of socks, smelly socks, that's an odor. The smell of like a dirty dog or like a dirty pet or a cat, these are odors. They're not nice smells. But a perfume smells nice. That is a scent. What else smells nice?
The flowers. And
Flowers, exactly. Flowers smell nice. So the smell of a flower is a scent. It's not an odor. Okay. So when you extract a scent from perfume, that's what you're doing. You take a flower and you crush it, right? And then you extract the juices, and then chemists, they use that juice to extract a scent and put it into a perfume. So extraction is a process where you take one thing and you take a feature of it that you want to use and you use it in another. So how are drugs extracted? Can you give me an example? A lot of drugs come from plants. So now tell me. So go ahead. What would you do?
The kind of crush the plant, I don't know.
Yeah, you would crush a plant. Yeah, exactly, crush.
Yeah,
okay?
Sure.
Basically, you make it mushy like this. So you take a plant and you crush it, all right? And then you extract, you take the chemicals that are in it and you make a medicine or you make a drug out of it. Okay, that is extraction. How else? Okay, someone said petroleum. That's a good thing. How do you extract petroleum? Gas, petrol, gas, oil, whatever you guys call it.
From the earth.
From the earth, exactly. What do?
You made a hole very deep.
You drill a hole.
Drill?
Yeah. So when you use a huge machine to make a hole in the ground, that is called drilling.
Okay.
Yeah. Drilling, exactly. So you drill a hole in the ground and you take a machine and you put it down and it extracts the oil from under the ground. So it takes it out. Okay. So extraction is not as simple as here. I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to take it. It's a process. All right. So whether you're extracting oil from the ground or you're extracting chemicals from a plant, it's a process. It's not as easy as I'm going to take something and I've extracted it. No, it has to be a process. All right.
Right.
And
so,
Hina, we can use Soxlet vehicle
oh, okay.
for extraction.
All right. Thanks so much for that, Hamid. So Hamid has written the name of what we can use for extraction. Drilling a well to extract oil. That's a perfectly good example, Imad. Drilling a well to extract oil. Perfect. Okay. So and then that's it. So a chemist, they discover drugs, how they work, how to extract them, and how to make new ones. Okay. So as we learn more and more about chemistry, the sciences of biology and chemistry have more and more to do with each other. Okay.
Right.
So I mean, this first question basically kind of answering the question, why do I have to know biology and chemistry if I study one? All right. So they both go hand in hand. Have you guys heard of that expression before?
Yes.
Okay. What does that mean? To go hand in hand.
Made the things together.
Yeah, things that are related to one another. Okay. So chemistry and biology go hand in hand. So if you understand or study one, then you have to understand and study the other one as well, because they are so similar, they are so related. What goes hand in hand with physics?
Mathematics, I guess.
Mathematics. Exactly. Yeah. Math and physics go hand in hand because physics is very heavy on math, right? So if you understand one, sorry, what did you say?
Electricity.
Electricity. Yeah, electricity goes hand in hand with physics, all right? Magnetism, all right? So something that is very related to another and you need to know one in order to know the other, there's an expression for that. We say they go hand in hand, okay? Nothing is actually touching each other's hand. It's an idiom to express that. Quimic.
And Hina, We should not be enemy. We can be friend for our
with
for
what
our
we cannot stand.
sciences.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to know here, who here enjoys studying chemistry? Absolute silence. Okay.
Everyone did, I guess.
Everyone? Okay. Paulo, we didn't get you to introduce yourself. So what do you study, Paulo?
I'm studying chemical engineering.
Okay, so Paulo's studying chemical engineering. So Juan Pablo, you have to love chemistry. What about you, Paulo Haag?
Oh yeah, right. I'm not studying for the time being. I'm just working.
You're just working? Okay, but
Yeah.
did you ever study any science?
No.
No?
Not
Okay.
actually, no.
So for all those who study science, so we have Ahmad, we have Mine, we have Hamid. Do you guys think that biology and chemistry go hand in hand? That if you study one, you need to study the other, or you need to at least understand the other? Do you guys think that's true?
I had to take lessons, chemistry, organic, and general chemistry.
Yeah.
But
so yeah?
If you ask, I enjoy. I cannot say I enjoy.
But was it useful for you, Mine? Did you find it was useful?
Yes.
What about you, Ahmad? Ahmad, you're more on the biological side, right, Ahmad?
Yeah, I actually studied some kind of chemics because the biomaterials, like that, if you put some materials inside the body, that the body will accept it, not going to fight it, to discover it as a strange body.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the chemistry that we studied in coding master. Yeah.
So you would agree that biology and chemistry go hand in hand, that it's important to, if you don't love it, that's a different thing, but you at least need to understand it, right?
All the science I think all the science majority goes hand in hand.
That's
if you are
true.
specialized in something, that you are dedicated for something that is related to your majority, not all of it.
What about physics? Who here studies or has studied physics in the past?
I have taken physics lesson also.
What did you think of the physics classes, Mine? I hate it. I hated it. I couldn't stand it. Why? What did you not like about physics, Mine?
Physics also combined with math and makes me more complicated, and that is the reason I don't like physics.
Yeah, exactly. Usama, you were saying something as well?
No, I did study physics.
You studied physics, or?
Yeah, I studied physics, in the past, yeah.
And what did you think of it? Did you like it? Were you a fan?
Well, I fell down 3 times.
You stumbled.
Yeah.
Stumbled. Okay. So in English, yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm when I used to study in the high school, chemistry, biology, and physics, and all the teachers saying that it's very necessary the interaction between the three and the maths. It's very important. And when I studied biology in high school, I remember that I always seen chemistry to understand the process of chlorophyll.
Biology. Yeah. So
and think that it's very important the relationship between the old science, because they can give new questions and new answers and makes a very important job.
Yeah, I agree. And there's a chart. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's a step, right? So at the very bottom, what do you think is at the very bottom in terms of science? Math. Math is at the very bottom. What do you think is on top of math? Physics. So it's the base. The base of all science is math. Above math is physics. What's on top of physics?
Chemistry.
What's on top of chemistry?
Biology.
Biology. Exactly. So if you want to get to the top, if you want to study biology, you're going to have to study all the stuff that is at the bottom. So the base of biology is chemistry, the base of chemistry is physics, and the base of physics and basically all of science is math. So I hate math. Like, I hate it. I did really bad in university in math, but I had to study it
Especially calculus.
especially calculus, exactly. So, but I had to study it because I was studying microbiology. So I had to get to the top, and I had to study everything else at the bottom. So I know how that feels, but I graduated. Oh my god. I can hear that my voice is running again. So that's the end of class. So we didn't get through all the questions, but I hope that you guys had fun discussing the one question that we did. You can let me know if you want me to continue on, and I can schedule another class where we read other questions like the one that we discussed. All right. For all those who are new or who have never joined before, that's my Facebook. I'm putting it in the chat. Make sure you guys leave me suggestions for what classes you want. This class that we just finished was suggested to me by Hamid, our chemist. Okay. So
yes,
if you,
my biggest love.
so Hamid's biggest love is chemistry, so he recommended this class. If you guys would like me to schedule classes on some topics, make sure you recommend that, and I'll do that, okay? But for right now, I'm out. That was the end of class. Thank you so much. It was really nice seeing everyone and all the new students. I hope to see you guys again. My next class is tomorrow. I have 2 classes tomorrow, so make sure you check out my schedule, which is you can find on Verblink. I have 2 classes tomorrow, so make sure you guys join me for that, all right? Until then, bye. You're welcome.